As a member, I called LegalShield about an issue my stepson was having with his school. He was accused of doing something that he was adamant he did not do. So as a mom, I believed my son. You can always tell when your kids are not telling you the truth, and I believed he was telling me the truth. So we called LegalShield that day after school and got some advice as to what to do. And the attorney I spoke with indicated that we should create a list of witnesses, which we came up with a list of over 20 people. And those were teachers and students alike. They also instructed me to call the principal and talk with him the following morning before school even begun, which I did. And he was kind of reluctant to meet with me, but I told him that I had spoken with my attorney and this is what he would like for us to do. And I told him that my son was not going to go to school until I had spoken to him. So went in and talked with the principal with my son that morning and presented him with a list of names and asked him to speak to each and every person on that list to corroborate his story. And he said, "Wow, that's a pretty good sized list." And I said, "Yeah, and you know, they all can tell you that he was not doing what he was accused of doing." So my son was facing, being expelled from school and having a mark put on his school record permanently. And I just was not okay with that. By 11 o'clock that morning, he had talked to every person on the list and they all corroborated my son's story. And at that point, the principal then talked with the individual who accused him of doing this thing, and that person recanted their story and said that they had lied. So I was informed that that individual would be punished and no further action would be taken. My son could stay in school and nothing would go in his school record. So I was very happy with that. So after hearing my story, this was not something that I expected to happen. It's just an everyday life event that we all deal with. And having access to call the law firm was just priceless to me.